Right. I already wrote this. I decided that from this moment on, not to waste anyone's time if they were to come here, check what I'm doing. I will try to plan ahead what I will do in the streams. This I don't have any clear idea, clear plan. I think it's just going to be me thinking aloud. So I will use this opportunity to start thinking. It's quite late already, 10 p.m. and I haven't been very active today. But in the future, that's one thing I will try to do. Try to plan ahead so that you can see a quick glance right away. Okay, one news I got was that the EA conference, EA Nordics, they already have enough volunteers, so I'm not going to be a volunteer, but there might be some dropouts. So it's possible I will volunteer, but they just forgot to inform. I still haven't gone through the schedule, what they have in offer, talks, the workshops. I think some of them might be full already, like speed friending, but I will go to this event kind of open-minded. But this is now about getting life in control. I talked about this yesterday and maybe stream 77 to the idea that in my current life here alone in my apartment without any external pressure, I don't have the habits. I don't have the pressure to start working effectively. Have I tried? Not really. I'm feeling too relaxed. Everything is too good. The temperature here also is good. So the idea of getting in touch with people and then helping each other get things done, that I'm leaning towards. But as I mentioned, I don't think that will be important to focus on right now. I have other things to do, but that's certainly something that will be or is effective. I know for a fact. Today, before I ate breakfast, I decided to exercise. The last week or two, I haven't moved much, and I have certainly noticed my lack of energy, how passive I've been, and even walking here in my apartment, feeling that weakness. Yes, a little bit of physical weakness, but the main point is that my muscles, my body is not activated. That the strength is there, doesn't deplete that quickly, in my age at least, but I haven't activated them. So doing some exercises where I go all the way that brings it back, that good posture and that good attitude, firm, that hey, I can do this. So I feel very good that I did that exercise, and from now on I want to try exercise each day, especially on days like this when I didn't go outside. And last July I started losing weight, and then it lasted until October, I think end of October, and then I started to eat again. And then maybe it came back a little bit, the weight again, around January, February, so March. But now I think my weight is around 86 kilos. It was lowest, it was on October 78 point something. I want to go around 80 kilos at least. So let's see how long it will take this time. But it means I'm gonna starve a little bit, at least the way I'm going at it this time. I have lost weight 2019, but then I ran. I tried to exercise long distance running. Marathon was then kind of my goal, which I never reached because I injured, or my hip flexors couldn't keep up. But back then I ate very, very well. I think over 3,000 kilocalories per day on average. But because I exercised so much, I actually lost weight. But now I don't want to spend any time or much time on exercise, especially aerobic exercise, which means I'm losing weight by eating less. At least some progression already from today. Something else, I have noticed that a few days ago? Let's say a week ago, I started to watch news YouTube again. And today I did that as well. But what I'm noticing is I'm getting bored quite quickly. That there was the effect of not having watched YouTube in ages, meaning a few months. And then coming back, I felt, hey, this is great. I want to know what's happening because I was out of the loop. But then after a few days, I open YouTube and the algorithm right now, how good is it? Like, yes, I haven't heard about Greenland issues, but that I don't care. I want to stay away from Trump because that's their, I don't know if they even have any strategy, but could be their strategy, just get attention. It doesn't matter. Ukraine news, I'm now interested because the tide of the war has seemed to change. That Ukraine might have the upper hand. That's very interesting news. And then I'm kind of not that interested to delve deeper into Taiwan. Although there was the Taiwan opposition party or leader going with Beijing, I haven't watched videos about that. Today I watched a few videos about President Alexander Stubb. I have seen some of his talks, not that many. I never followed politics much, but I really like the way he's calmly talking and very clearly. And then the image he's giving, I appreciate that. Even though I didn't vote for him 2 years ago. I think it was almost, yes, 2 years ago. I am very glad that he became president, because the way he handles the global politics is admirable. Very, very professional. China steps out of the shadows in Iran war. Yeah, so the algorithm doesn't excite much anymore. Trains. I don't know why it was earlier trying to push trains for me, but I watched one train video about Mexico. Not that interesting, I think. Hungary, that will be interesting when the inauguration, what is it called? Inauguration. Start page doesn't have pronunciation. Inauguration.
Inauguration.
Inauguration. Where is it coming from? Google is very good for this. I think this is Google. Did I just show my Google search history? I have to check this later or after the stream if I want to hide that, because where do I put this? 13:30. I will just go and see where have I signed in. I have Chrome. Then use DuckDuckGo. Okay. New Jeans. Linux VR Adventure Quest 3 Linux Pro Polarized Watch Dance White Pro Wave VR. Yes, there is nothing. There's nothing here. Good, I can delete this note then immediately. Haven't really thought about that. Shows the history. Anyways. This doesn't show the history. Beginning or introduction of system, policy, or period. So inauguration happening in Hungary. That will be interesting to see, because how much the Peter Maygar has already talked about the still current people of power in power positions. Yes, so this boredom towards consuming information is happening. I'm getting bored at gooning. Well, of course, good news. I'm getting bored at watching K-pop music videos, 3D versions that I started to watch a week ago. So this is the natural motivation I have. But anyways. So trying to get life into control. How to do this and what is the goal? What does it look like? Let's open some notes. So here are these. We have vision, self-development, AI notes, Mac Mini AI. Why do I have that? Large canvas. Here I should have some. Yes, what's the yeah, very good. What is the plan? Here was my reasoning. What happens first? Shadowing. Actually, I want to go through this. I'm here. Create project ideas. I can do that right away. On website. Can't market my skills without having place to lead people. Comment on my project. Product design. That leads to my business. Or this. Get funding. Get skills, market skills. So this is normal job. Normal job is here. Wait. Get skills, market skills, brand visibility. Okay. Yeah, people donating for my work. So that's very common in YouTube, for example. There are these channels, and then after the content, they might say, hey, if you like this sort of content, please support me, or feel free to support me so that I can do more of these in the future or later. That's this. The project could entail marketing, product design. Don't know what these are. What is the goal? The goal is to be in a position where I can contribute to different parts of the democracy development while being financially stable. Start to a project follow what others do on forefront global development. About projects. I want to visualize something else. That this I fear. A little bit. So of course this didn't have the arrows. I know, wait. It has. Good. Oh. First of all, it looks terrible. Ew. Arrowheads. Ah, better. So two paths here. If I ask, people offer that, hey, that's great, you should join us. What if that's not what I want? It would be the easiest one, of course. And most people would choose this. But am I strong enough to realize whether some position, some path would be the right one or not? Then if I don't ask, I might not find better one. My idea with, so I have two projects. Two projects that are a bit similar, but still different. How would I call this? Let's use code name. Democracy Communication. Demcom. Well, I have two projects. What's the situation with this? Situation is, currently I'm not using time on anything, even applying or finding a job, even preparing for the EA event. I'm not doing active research. I'm not this project or this project. The situation is, I haven't heard anything, or okay, I'm not gonna tell any details. But what's next is we have a product, or we have a demo to show. Create this is the situation with this. It might not take that long, but still some time. Polish the demo a little bit. There are some things I certainly need to do, but we are at this stage. We have been already a long time. And then see whether this will give some opportunity to work or continue working with this. But the thing is, I need to know the bigger picture of my life before I even want to commit to this project. This wouldn't mean I would commit, but if I were already contacting people about this, are you interested? Should we continue? Then I should commit. But I knew this already a few months ago on January that this is a project that should be continued, definitely. With this, what is my idea about this? There are multiple things, but both of these projects are very large, and maybe they wouldn't work today, but they might in 10 or next 10 years. They're about the ideas mostly, and then some specific solutions, but they might change. They might need more work, more technology development, or societal development. And this, of course, is much bigger. Gamify politics, if both projects happened, Gamify politics would eventually be under democracy communication. So here I have what's next. Vision it using IRAC. How conscious have I been today? Random question. Today I became conscious around maybe 8 or 9 p.m. So maybe half an hour and a half ago. And what do I mean by that? That was the time when I had become too bored to continue with the habits. But that's the thing, that in my current life, my body, my mind doesn't need to raise consciousness to actually realize, hey, wait, I can change things. That it's so strong, that the habit of just coming to my computer and then start watching YouTube videos. It's still there. It's very strong. IRAC requires a lot of consciousness. So this is something I haven't been able to do, but it enables so much power. 99% of the time when I think, it's reactive. That I don't have specifically something I want to think and then think about that. My mind just goes somewhere, and it doesn't like, or it doesn't automatically go to difficult topics. And I mean topics where I would need to think, actively think, to create some output. I don't mean difficult by the context. I don't think any context for me is too difficult. But this is one idea, that I want to start developing this. I have been thinking about it for, was it 2 years? But I don't have notes. There's just random thoughts. But this I want to do, and then I have more direct. Use my personal website, which is currently. Oh, it's there. Personal website has experimental, wait, localhost. That wasn't, I don't know, maybe I pressed something. This is my personal website. It has experimental navigational system. Why? This is not because I'm interested or I want to have my website it's not that I want to have a different kind of website from others. this is only because I'm interested about this. Democracy communication. This is the idea of having some sort of connection with the sites that, this is there, this is there. That I can browse the site and have a feeling that, hey, this is the website is like this. Right now I don't have much data here. There's something. Then link page, all of this work, but dark light theme should work. Chinese, of course I can't verify this, but yeah, Arabic. I can verify Finnish and it looks okay. I don't think I changed any. Maybe it doesn't matter. It's fine. But the sole idea is that I'm using my website as a playground. And then I'm gonna use this won't come after this. They're all separate. But the third one is I will build all possible this is a project, maybe I have mentioned it, maybe not, that while I research what are the ways, like EA, effective altruism, I think there should be effective altruism. Pum 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 pum. I can't even use their website. This is so confusing. Like, where are these information? I want to find map. Should have map. So I haven't even seen. Yeah, saved. What is this? This is the forum. EA relevant organization initiatives. Okay, I didn't know about this. Rationality. So these are also people. EA space. Does it work? Effective giving. What was this about? Community building, learning about EA. Based assistance. Do I know some of this? Cross parallelism. Journalism. Local groups. And all of these are links. Ah, no. Or yes? Ah. What is AI safety fundamentals? If I was interested in AI safety, didn't there, I think there was law AI. Helping students. AI safety training. Okay. This was not what I was looking for. But these are good. So they represent I really need to disable that lock screen. So this represents data, a lot of data. Was this map easy to use? It wasn't fast, at least. Wait, now I need to test it again. Maybe I used it wrong. But this selects. No, definitely, at least my PC, for some reason, barely handles this. AI safety. What were these people there? Weren't there? EA coaches. Okay. Netherlands. Global health and development. I'm interested in mental health. I guess. Yeah, kind of primarily. Animal welfare, by risk. There is AI safety. I just wanted to know how well it. Don't say that. Local groups. 2015. 2025. What's this? We need a way to find out who lives in our neighborhood, so just we use the existing. Ah, there is. Didn't know about this. I wanted to see a list of all EAs. Can't find it. But effective altruism is just one organization. What about others? How to really have an intuitive way to browse all of that. Like the map I showed. Was it good? No, it wasn't usable. It took too long to zoom. It had too much information. There wasn't any easy way to get into and then gradually get to know these fields. There wasn't any gamifying elements. I think there should be. So this project I can start by myself. I can do by myself. And that would end up being web game, I guess, a map. And the point here, at least, is that it's location based mainly. And then you have different filters, like there's a checkbox for EAs. Then in Finland, should show EA Finland, EA Tampere, EA Helsinki, or EA Aalto, and so on. But then other types of organizations. So this project I can do that's kind of immediately or directly involved with this. And then on my website, so these are maybe I can group them like this. Why I change them. This is the idea. That I don't need to go to any conference, although it helps to already know people. But I can start this project by myself. Make LinkedIn posts, make all kind of posts, start doing or like TikTok or proper YouTube videos about this. Get people interested. If no one is interested, it's shit. Because this is not something that, hey, let's get money. It could be about, well, the future of democracy. How we communicate. That's the point. And then Although no, I need the fifth one. The fifth one. Okay, so this is one. Then start the project by myself. And from here, there is now when others this goes from both of these. When someone else is interested, reach this point. And I don't know what. The point here is not to make money, at least. Well, it could create money, but I think in the end, the idea is that governments would or pretty much this would be powered by tax money. I'm really not wanting to make this as a business. But this is sort of the initial idea. And this still is the biggest plan I have towards world peace. It's very large. The amount of data is just absurd. All kind of different kind of data, and then develop new kind of commenting reactive system. Integrate AI. AI integration is crucial here. AI needs to do moderation, needs to do a lot of data handling, or there will be a lot of data handling here. And then it needs real human moderators as well. Of course, yes. First, I can create nodes here. I don't think I have started this spreading. No, I haven't. This I have started to do. But this means creating a separate project, public project that I could then share with others. And could it be open source? Thing about this open source model, the main idea about this whole platform would be for democracy. But can it be used for other data? And the answer is yes. Definitely can be used for other kind of data. So then if this would become open source, there would be kind of the engine. Maybe it would be broken down into some parts, and then those parts could individually power other platforms that I wouldn't be involved with anymore. If I start a project by myself, it's quite or 100% clear that the code will be changed. All the code will be changed. So this would be just a demo. Get others interested. Then here, hopefully with other more professional developers, they could help decide the actual direction of the project, what technologies to use and so on. And then if it would become closed project, that's fine, I guess. Everyone would be good to get their hands on the current one that I built, but I don't think they can legally steal the ideas. I wouldn't make it open source at this stage. Could I become the main architect and developer for this project? If it took off, people joined, is it possible that my contribution to democracy, to world peace, would just be this? Would I be involved in other projects? What about the community building? Where do I have that? So this would be just visionary. Do I need to even develop my communication skills or become a founder? Like, what about my helper business? That's about mental health, self-development, human development. Startups, okay, well, that's just for money. One good thing about this is monetizing this or creating a paid service would be super easy, enormously easy. And if it works like in my visions, there it would be so so effective in giving a bigger picture, navigating large or the whole politics, news, history, that people would pay for it. I would pay for it, definitely. And it wouldn't be for profit, of course. There's no need to make some Instagram rival. No, doesn't need to be for profit. So the monetization, or is it even monetization? The paid features, they could be AI, faster AI search. They could be some premium plugins, just make it easier. It's still usable without paid features, but well, there would be clear reasons why it's not free. That it takes compute power, that it will take quite a lot. With every user, it would take compute power. Hmm. And this project, Gamifying Politics, is sort of in similar waters, that it's about data, show that, gamify it. That doing this would possibly help this project as well. And it's possible to do this open source. Then of course there could be rivals. And that's something to think about, that could this be used in a way that would damage democracy? Because the idea is, one idea is, what is this website? US News. Is this website, all sites, I think. Let's see if, yes, all sides, from the left, from the center, from the right. This concept would be there, that the main comments could be put together, and you would actually see side by side what are people talking about, what are their arguments. And it wouldn't be just, if I take this as an example of comment, and then here is no counter argument, or two sides, left and right. It wouldn't stay like this, that people see, okay, I believe this and they're clearly wrong. But what happens is there will grow that many people by default might see this, but then anyone can create a comment between. And of course here comes the AI and moderation, if this is actually between these. If it is, then there is an easy transition to this. Maybe this will go somewhere else, and this will be taken apart or something. So the idea is that people who actually want to understand, they don't want to just enforce their own view, they would use this. I want to know what is the counter argument. Why are people, why they think differently? It's very difficult to do on Reddit, on Twitter, on any platform really, because you don't get this. And of course, if I were to read comments, read a post and then read comments, yes, I could find good conversation. I don't have time for that. I need something like this, where I can jump in, that, hey, okay, I can find this. Of course, there is way to pin comments or see most upvoted comments, but the way I have noticed it, it's not good, and it's not like this could be one node. It's a post about this. That there's a post linked to an article, a short description, something, and then there's the comment section. It starts like this. People start to comment, and then let's say there is 100 comments, the pattern will start to appear that these are the top comments. Of course, people can take this and modify it. I don't know why I'm actually taking this far right away. I should do this properly, but the main idea why I'm explaining this is that getting both views and then dynamically it growing and it's staying here, that anyone who sees this, they see it immediately. This might change after a week. Top comment suddenly changes, and you can, what I mean is someone decides to, this is super slow, what is happening? I need to restart this. Oh, is my whole PC slow? CPU 20%. What? Whole CPU is slow. That's not good. And it's not Obsidian. It's possible it is VR related. No. I will quickly test this. Okay, it is VR related. So I will 30 megabits per second. No, that's not. This. Come on. There's a huge lag. How I see the mouse is it's very, very slow. Click that. No. I'm having a lag of 6 or 7 seconds. Okay. Hopefully it will work. Okay. Fix it. I don't know. Maybe it was a memory leak. Similar. Self-development. What is this? Schedule priority. Sure, it's important. Large canvas. The point here is the question, could this be used somehow wrong. Could someone create a solution that was wrong? Because of course, if someone is from the right, maybe they don't want to, or they're spreading propaganda, they can't have both views. They can't have this smart system. What if this was someone created solution for or a new social media platform using this, and then it had political section, but it would be moderated by their AI moderators, and they would filter out what they don't want to show, like truth. But it's not important. Point is, I have a dream where this kind of system is in place. I would use it, and I think people would understand each other better, much faster. Helper business. Today I watched a few videos about some VR solution in Linux for Quest 3. I think I might have watched some of or one of those videos a month ago stream. I'm tempted to back up everything and then install Windows, dual boot, Linux, start experimenting if I can switch to it. But no. I have to restrain myself having fun. So this is about controlling, how to control my life. Control my life. Life management. Wait. It goes under self-development. Schedule priority 1. If I don't know what to do, figure it out, or figure out why I can't figure out. Drop everything else for this. Okay, this is cute. As I mentioned, I didn't regain consciousness until 8 p.m. I couldn't do this. I could enforce it, so just enforce, and then I would remember, oh yeah. But the problem is not, right now, the problem is not I wouldn't know what to do. The problem is lack of motivation. I don't feel it. It doesn't come from inside, even if I go there. But hey, I forgot I want to help humanity. And then I would suddenly get motivated again. No. So that's the problem of control right now. And then if I can work this, yeah, sure, this is fine. Improve productivity if tired, increase excitement level. That's surprisingly hard, especially without being conscious, without having motivation for it. Change the task. But all of these, they are still useful. They are still useful, especially when the wheel starts to roll. Hierarchy in social settings is not important. Use a timer, know what the value is. Let's start a new section here. Control. Use other people. After EA, or let's say what is the reason why I don't try this right away? So the idea is join work, joined. Wait, what? Huh? Just joined. For a while. Let's see. My brain is not braining. Like usual. I already explained this at some point, but like I wrote here, find someone or preferably multiple people share this idea. Hey, are you interested in increasing your motivation? Students go to library to start study together. Why? They don't have motivation at home. It's very common, but outside of school, I don't know how common. And I haven't heard of this particular approach, which is more intense, like creating a contract even. That hey, I want you to send me a message at 8 a.m. or both will send a message at 8 a.m. Giving each other rules or tasks, responsibility, power over each other in some way. Now, my question is, why am I not focusing on this right now? What's the reason? It wouldn't take much. Embarrassment, shyness. Is there any other? Because those I can work, develop a way. Trying to remember back a few days when I mentioned this, or maybe it was yesterday. But I might have had only an argument that not now. I have other things to do. I have enough motivation and pressure to find those 4 places to apply. Need to apply for jobs and then prepare for EA. But the thing is, yes, there could be joint projects, but there doesn't have to be. How would this work exactly? or yeah, there doesn't have to be joint projects. We can, everyone involved can have their own schedules, kind of their own lives, their own interests. Even the interest doesn't have to be the same. Only interest for this, that let's increase each other's motivation and then productivity. And it would be a contract. Maybe some person says they're very busy, they don't have time, but do you have time once a day? Do you have time once a week? Even that could be fine. Let's have a 10-minute call. I think me included, automatically, if someone suggests meeting or a call, I would like it to be long. Like, hey, there is no time to explain this. Then mm, then I would rather not have the meeting than just say a few words and not get to explain it fully. But this is not about the content itself. It's about motivation, purely motivation. And remote. Like if I'm gooning all day, if I'm sleeping 10 hours just because I don't have a schedule, why would I put an alarm? I would just put that alarm off and then try to go back to sleep, but I couldn't. In reality, I would stay even longer on the floor and possibly be even more tired. But if there was something that, hey, I knew at 7 a.m. there was this meeting, that each day at 7 a.m. there was this meeting. There needs to be people. This is such an easy thing to do. Create a group or a place for this kind of service. Not specifically in EA, but in general. People who help each other. Of course, I would try to find EA people. I know they want to help. This is for AI now. AI. Suddenly got interested. Should I do deep research? Let's start with this. Body doubling, external accountability structures. Executive function part of your brain often struggles with initial tasks because there's no social friction to overcome. Fighting another person, you create a social contract that makes it harder to procrastinate. Established concepts and communities align with your unofficial contract approach. Future co-working platforms by let's focus, mate. Yeah, I'm not interested in this. Accountability. Accountability circle. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. Beeminder, if you want that. Ah, doing it without others. Okay. This is, after all, about controlling. Beeminder. Your goals can be anything quantitative, weight, push. Do you see any use case for me? Of course, I can just lie. Answer with your number when Beeminder asks. But it's still interesting concept. How Beeminder works. 170 subscribers, 68,000 views.
Howdy, I'm Bethany, co-founder of Beeminder, here to show you how Beeminder works. Beeminder tracks your progress towards goals, anything you can put a number on. Weight loss, push-ups, time spent on Facebook, number of steps with Fitbit. You pledge money to stay on track towards your goals, and if you go off track, we take your money. After you sign up, click the big new goal button. Then pick your goal type. We'll pick weight loss since it's a common Beeminder goal. So then
Do more, do less. Inbox viewer. Travel Fitbit. Okay. Github.
since it's a common Beeminder goal. So Beeminder is going to need to know your starting weight, and you need to give your goal a title. And then bam, you see your graph and a yellow brick road. By default, the Beeminder bot bugs you daily to enter your data. Just reply to the email with instructions. You can change how often you get reminders.
Email? Huh?
you can change how often you get reminded and change the time of those reminders. You can also sign up to get text message reminders, or you can just enter the data directly below the graph. Or ideally, use one of the Wi-Fi connected skills that we integrate with. At some point, you'll want to make your weight loss rate easier or harder. You do that right below the graph with the road dial. Say that you want to start losing weight at a half pound per week. You would enter -0.5 for the rate and then click dial it in. If you forget the negative sign, no harm done. The road will start sloping up, but it's actually by design that BeMinder allows that in case you want to go on an all-you-can-eat buffet hopping vacation or something. In fact, that's where BeMinder really shines. As you drive along your yellow brick road, you can actually change the steepness at any time. It seems like that defeats the entire point of the commitment contract, but there's a clever catch. Any changes you make, even including ending the goal entirely, take effect with a 1-week delay. So all the usual ways you'd weasel out. Oh, but there were donuts at work. Oh, but it's my sister's birthday. Oh, seriously, next week. They're all out the window. Let's assume you've got the road slipping down and forcing a steady rate of weight loss. Your job now is to make sure that your data points stay on that yellow brick road. But what if you go off the track and drift off your yellow brick road? Well, that's when it gets interesting. BeMinder is a hard mistress. If you find yourself above the road, your data point for the day will show up red, and you have until midnight to get back on track. If you end the day still off the road, that's called derailing. You put in your credit card, and you agree to get charged $5 if you go off the road. No, but despite having actually put in a credit card, if you toe the line from this point forward, then you'll never actually pay BeMinder again. But also, be careful. Once we have your credit card, we'll continue to charge your money and put you back on track if you derail again. If you continue to...
Okay. Very simple idea, not for me. Stick. Yes. Ready to finally stick to your goals. Yes, be more productive. Be more productive. Go. If it, yeah, it has been signed up. Oh god, that was bad experience. We all have goals. Most of us struggle to achieve our goals. That's because there's a big difference between having a goal and achieving a goal. You eliminate this gap by using a commitment contract. Breath rate increases, yeah. Wow. Okay, that's a cute idea. Put your friends or family members' email addresses there and they would get. Though email is quite odd way to do this. An app, maybe better. Then they would get reports and notifications of the progress. But of course not for me. Focus-made communities. Isn't Focus-made an app? Focused, productive together. Virtual co-working for getting anything done. Which demo?
notebook and join the sessions. You can see some options here. This is your session duration, how long your session is for, and you can choose 25, 50, or 75-minute sessions. And this is your task, what you'll be doing in the session. It could be desk work, or you could be moving around, exercising, or it could be anything, which is a mix of both, or if you're not really sure what you'll be working on for the session. You can also expand the settings to see all of your options. Over here, you can choose how many days you see on the calendar. And on the right side, you can see your profile, your schedule, and test your audio and video. And with that, I'm ready to book a session. I want a 25-minute session, and I'm going to be doing desk work, so I'll go ahead and select those options. To make scheduling easier, you can see the current date and time indicated on the calendar. And you can also see spaces on the calendar. These are some out of many people who have sessions scheduled in those slots. You can see some empty ones as well, but don't worry, you can still find your partner. To book a session, simply hover over a slot, click it, and press book. And with that, my session is booked. My session is starting soon in about 2 minutes, and I can join it by clicking the join button here. Hey!
Hey, how's it going?
It's going good, how are you?
Pretty good. What are you working on?
I'm planning a trip, so I have to book some flights and make a list of things I still need to do before I leave. What about you?
Cool, that's good. I'm working on a user flow for an app, and I have a draft in front of me on my notebook. I want to try and finish this in this session, so that's my goal.
Sounds like a great plan. Good luck.
Yeah, thank you. Luck you too.
I'll go ahead and mute myself, and I'll write down my tasks in the chat for some extra accountability. Hey, how did it go?
Went well. I was really focused. I made a lot of progress. It's almost done. I just have a few more minutes to go. But yeah, went really well. How about you?
Amazing, great work.
Thank you.
It went really well for me as well. I booked my flights, I made a packing list, and I made a list of things that I still have to do before I leave. So it was really successful.
Cool. Really happy to hear that. Thank you for working with me, and see you around again.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.
You too. Yeah, bye.
I really enjoyed working with Najma, so I'll go ahead and add him to my favorites by clicking the star, so we can easily work together in the future. And that's it. Now you're ready to start using Focus Mate. Happy focusing!
Well, I stream, so it wouldn't work that well, maybe, or streaming. But this, so random people, would I see myself using something like this? Not really. It's way too weak. So what I'm after is way more aggressive. And it needs to be like personal, that someone could send me messages, spam me messages, call me, and then like a friendship, but just need to be friends. Do you want to hang out, or anyone can say at any moment if we're in the middle of the meeting that, hey, I have to go. I wouldn't even need any buys or something. They can just or they wouldn't even have to say anything. Just shut down the meeting and that's it. Like fully professional. But yeah, that's a cute idea. Old work cycles. Working in 30-minute bursts with a strict spreadsheet for tracking. Work marathons. Ultra working. Wait. Doubling productivity with work cycles. Okay. Maybe it's not this. Okay. Bragging about work is encouraged. Intentions for the day. Intent is a system for making daily progress towards your personal goals. How does it work? It's really on the footer. Okay, that's interesting placement of navigation. Create account login is an intentionality app philosophy paradigm. Malcolm Ocean outlines that paradigm. Intent helps people realize their goals are and make their goals reality. All to-do list. Getting things done. Choosing and doing. Liveness. Proactive. Well, maybe I learned something. Main actions. There are some taglines from various to-do list sites. Hmm. Okay. I kind of like this idea. I don't have very clear goals. I might do 20 different things throughout the day if I were productive. I can't use a system like this. Many people's lives they are simpler, perhaps, but I don't want to stick to this kind of Can I see a video? I let's see how it looks. So what was it? Work cycles, I will see bicycles again. Intend. Intention. Intentionally. I don't know. Come on, come on. I think it changes much. Best apps for intentional solo living. No views. It doesn't have. How can I see what it looks like? Like, there is a spreadsheet. Around life trajectory. Read chapters 1. Challenge accepted. API. Okay, there are some thoughts put into this. Most bizarre thing is the navigation on the bottom. Crazy. But yeah, this is way too complicated. My use case, of course. Digital third spaces. (24/7). Live focus time. Creating sense of I should be working because they are. started to doubt. I even put the microphone on. From the 1 plus 2t. Yes. And of course, virtual desktop doesn't work. Okay. So, what are my ideas? My problem is not when I start doing that, I wouldn't be unproductive. Like here on stream, I feel that everything is fine, or any of these, they couldn't help me there. And then some of these, like this work cycles, this intent, I would need to create very detailed list and already have a plan for my life figured out. That's the problem I have. So if I why do I think I have done this like 10 times? I'm pretty sure I've come to the same conclusion many times, and then I decided to end the stream. I was too tired and decided to continue thinking about it outside the stream. Then maybe I did, but I forget everything. My mind doesn't want to remember those sessions. So there are two parts here. Create a plan, proper plan, then get disciplined. Because stupid. So has my idea been that I want to develop IRAC? Because was it a week ago I focused on how to more proactively think. No, it was a few days ago or what. And that's important development. Maybe I haven't gone here. Wait. That makes sense. But what I've been trying to do is figure out my life, broader sense, then do these specific things. I haven't even tried to be productive or take control, have I? I don't think I have, because why haven't I created alarms going off at 9 a.m., 8 a.m.? Hmm. That's a good question. Where do I have my schedule? Practice sessions that are difficult. Hmm. Okay, going through the to-do list. Good stuff here. Good stuff here. Communication Chinese. I can say that just analyzing how I feel about today or tomorrow, I don't have any schedule in mind. Maybe maintaining my bicycle and then selling it at some point, going to a store. I might do some yoga session, good for core strength, abs. Ridiculous how bad system I have. What? Okay. Okay. Schedule. I have to-do list. I should have a schedule. Let's put it somewhere. This is large canvas. What if I create a new canvas? Then these have specified sizes, which is good. What if I created just 9? Thinking of putting times and then tasks and then kind of start planning it here. But maybe it's too, yeah, I don't like this. Let's use the large canvas instead. So I have this, start planning. April 17th. Let's start thinking about this. How many do I need? Maybe I don't even need that many. Like every 3 hours is good enough. Okay. And I wrap selection. Wrap. Ah, no. Is there a line? Anyways. Here there would be exercise. Then breakfast. First session. So this is one thing. I can't do everything on stream. That's why I had this, I think it's here somewhere, this plan. It's 30 minutes. Yeah, 4 hours. Really, 4 hours community. What is this? 30 minutes, world peace, 20 minutes. I can use this. So private would be communications. No. Funny work business. trying to think what was the idea with this. So I would have the plan, sure, but how would I have been able to succeed in this? Where you get motivation? When would I start doing democracy? 4 hours. I guess I never got to that part. The control part. It seems so odd now thinking about it. But at least I think this is quite good. So start the day by exercising. I like that. Then I have two types of work. Public and private. Eating and breaks, they are not problem for this. Mm. How I'm thinking about this is like Chinese and Arabic. I can do publicly. I can also do Iraq kind of publicly. That means intense sessions where I try to develop it, use it. Those are small sessions, like they could be 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and good to have between larger sessions. Building a website. So I would take a break, 15 minutes, and then do some of those, or one of those. And I could rotate it. Have other thing, there's community. So there might be like community 1 hour. I could have start with community, then Iraq, Chinese, another community, Arabic community, something like this. It's an example. All of these would be 15 minutes. And the idea is I would start with this, and then the next time I want to have a break, then I would just go to the next one. And if my day, if I end stream here and my day here, the next day I'll start here. So I would have this stack that I would just rotate. Doesn't matter how many of these I do in a day, because the amount of them here is the importance of them. More important one is, more of them they are here. Maybe every day I don't get the chance to speak Chinese or learn Chinese. That's fine. Then I didn't have much time maybe, but I would use the time for these two. I think that's pretty good idea. Community. I have communication there. Okay, so then community. What do I mean by that? Community. Because here I mean communication skills. Community skills. Okay. It doesn't matter, but I think I like this idea of having a stack of this 15-minute stuff. And those are kind of extra. But the bigger things, and IRAC is there, that's good. AI skills is not. Community skills is there. This is to do. This is also to do, meaning shouldn't be here maybe. Just in general, hey, in private, I could do this. But like tomorrow, April 18th, Saturday, if I wouldn't have to think about control, what kind of day would I want to have? I get a feeling from my mind that it doesn't know, it has no clue how to answer this. How can this be? Have I really avoided this long? What? Word peace. because private, everything private, I need to do. Like finding a job. This I can do on stream. Not fully, but mostly. This I would do privately. This I would do privately. There is different kind of pressure for private stuff. That means I should leave it to the end. And then on stream, first try to be productive here. What am I doing? And this balance I would change each morning. So here daily briefing. What's going on? What's the plan? And because I would be streaming, it's quite easy. I love to yap, and like on this stream, like all the previous ones, I think best or easiest while talking. So daily brief, then start doing, and the tasks. Like right now, I have, if I write here, to do plan EA conference. There are these talks, workshops. I need to apply for them or attend or click that I will attend them. Some of them might be full already. Then this also involves getting in touch with people beforehand. Someone already sent me a message or connection invitation, and I haven't replied. I haven't gotten into that. I should do that ASAP. I think yesterday or on Thursday I thought or said I would do it today. Completely forgot. It's me after all. I don't remember. And then apply for 4 jobs before 22nd, which is Wednesday. Do I have anything else? And then of course I would like to find a partner, find a apartment partner, yes. find an apartment from Helsinki, then get rid of my stuff that I still have laying around there. Those two are extra. No one forces me to do them. So if I have done both of these, pretty free. And again, it feels odd. For this EA conference, I should prepare. I should have some kind of plan. That what do I want to do? What am I looking for there? There I arrive at this question. Do I even want to ask for opportunities? Or should I do more research on my own? If I spend next days or until I went there for research, researching all kind of organizations, get to know them, get to understand what it means, I would have better understanding of what is out there. And then if people or if I ask them, they gave me some opportunities or ideas that I could aim for. I would already have some knowledge. Do better choice. I will continue tomorrow while doing this daily brief. This wasn't really just about control, trying to get life, well, quite general title after all. But now I see maybe less point of this. It always goes like this. I will continue tomorrow. now. What stream was this? 79. Isn't that already? It was the yesterday's. Different. But yeah, that was